What a day. Started out normal and ended up a nightmare. I got myself into a situation, or should I say, an app that I use and Google got me into a situation. But more of that in a moment. So as I said, they started out normal. Set off to my first stop, which is the Rion-Antirion Bridge. On the road again. At last, four nights I was there. The weather seems to have improved a bit, so I'm going to head south as usual, well, west and then south, and I'm going to go and have a look at a bridge, then head through a city called Patras, and then look for somewhere below that to park up for the night, and from there, if the weather improves, I'll have a look and decide what I want to go and see next. But glad to be on the road again. I was getting too comfortable sitting there. Onward and upward, let's go. The bridge that I'm heading to, I'm not actually going to go over the bridge. It's just very impressive looking, so I thought I'd go and have a look. And it joins this peninsula, which is a big chunk of Greece, the mainland Greece. So I will be going over it at some point when I think when I come back up. In fact, I definitely will, because after that I'm going to go up to the west coast. But for now I'm going to do a big look over the next few weeks of really southern Greece. And I'm really looking forward to it. There's some beautiful places to go to, some beautiful places to see. The Rion-Antirion Bridge, one of the world's longest multi-span cable stay bridges and the world's longest fully suspended type. I'm not sure what that means, but very impressive bridge. Crosses the Gulf of Corinth, and this is me now. A few of my videos we've talked about Corinth and castles and places that we've been. I'm now leaving Corinth, turning south. Now I really wanted to get my drone out there and get up and see it up close. That would be very exciting, maybe the most exciting thing I've ever done with a drone. But unfortunately it's super windy today. It's just way too windy to set the drone out there. Problem with the drone is, of course, if you've one accident, one thing that happens is the wind takes it down or touch one thing and it's gone for good if you're over the sea. So I'm not going to take the risk, but I'm going to be coming back up this way in several weeks and the weather should be better. There's also this place which is like a, not sure what it is, big castle. I'll go over and have a look. Real fortress. I just bought a box of 20 of these and it's very nice. Chocolate ice cream in Lidl for €2.40, I think. So I've just come out of Patras, heading south. Don't really know where I'm going to stop, just wherever takes an ocean. It's 3 p.m. Further south, The towns are definitely getting more seasidey, touristy, active wee towns. This whole area is covered in these greenhouses for miles and miles around. I'm not sure. I initially thought they were strawberries, but I think they put smaller coverings over strawberries, and they could be tomatoes, I don't know. Is that a fighter jet? I think it is. So, I'm going to pause there for a second. This nice, tranquil, easygoing day is just about to take a turn for the worse.
"20 minutes later."
So, I'm in trouble. I'll explain how I got in trouble, if I ever get out of trouble. It doesn't seem hopeful at the minute. So one thing, I've been lucky in that there's a big rock right underneath where I was able to put the jack. So I've started trying to jack it up, and if I can get the weight up and fill that in with rocks, we'll see. I'll let you know how I get on. Now, got it up. The spring's off the car and the weight is starting to come up. And I got a big rock, big flat rock in underneath it. But it's still a wee bit steep here. I was thinking of putting something the whole way up here, but then if I try and jack it up more and the jack slips, I'll be back to where I started. Maybe worse off. But I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a risk and go up higher. I'm going to get out of it. I'm not guaranteed out of it. There's more of it behind me. I like the confidence when I get out of it. Right. Rocks. Still a bit of a climb. I'm just going to pack a wee bit more into the front there in case it would sink. And then I'm going to have a go. Sorry for panting. So the first job's to let it down off the jack. All we can do is try. Fingers crossed. Good.
Hallelujah! 12 seconds later.
Yes! I'm out. But a bit of a mess behind me, I'm not sure yet. But I'm out. I'm over further to this side than I wanted. So I need to be able to go forward a bit. I think I can. Let's see. Before I lift my stuff up, I'm not going to scud myself. I'll see if I can get out. I'm out. And then I nearly got in trouble again. When I started to reverse that last bit, it was all soft. And as soon as I started to move, it all sank down. I'll show you. Both wheels, back and front, down into that. And that all looked solid. It all looked like that. It all looked like that. And I just floored it. I just lifted the clutch, accelerated and lifted the clutch right up and just floored it. And get out. Now, unfortunately for me, it's not even close to the end of the problem. Because how I get into this situation in the first place, I use an app I've mentioned before, park for night. And it's just places around the world where people have parked and leave their reviews, and other people leave reviews. So on this occasion I went, whole load of reviews, brilliant spot, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I turned around this corner and just as I turned, it looked a bit rough, and then I turned that bend and even coming down was really hairy. So then I thought I'll head on down to the beach and look for another way out, and I found the only other way out, and it's worse than this, which is why I reversed back and decided to have a go at this right away, and that's how I ended up in this situation. So obviously my dilemma is, and I don't think there is another way, if I can't find another way out, I'm going to have to come out this way. Although I've studied it, they're getting left. I bought those a few weeks ago, they're covered in mud now. How deep that is. How lucky was I to get out of that. Those rocks are my saviour and my jack. The wee van wins again. But if I can't find another way out, I have to have a go. But I think before I had another go, oh god, I would have to stay away high. You know, if I keep the wheels in the right place, I should be alright. The fact is, I must have let it drift left for some reason there. Or it's maybe started to slip left on. No, it wouldn't. I think it'd be alright. But I'm not going to take the risk until I have to. So I wanted adventure. I'm stinking. Before I left the campsite this morning, I was immaculate. You have to stay cool. Out of breath, but cool. That looked dire. That looked... Shit, I'm in the middle of nowhere. What am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this? Donny God, you could be a wee farmer in the corner. You go and ask the wee farmer in his tractor. But there, we're out. There's always a way. Hopefully there's a way out of here. Here we go. I have to reverse now for half a mile in this wee lane, which will be safe because I'll do it slow, but it's going to take forever. Right, so half a mile reversed. So I've just reversed up here, up this way. Watch this. Road. Road, well, you know what I mean. Another one, completely different road, goes a different way. Another road, which goes left. Another road, it goes right. This would confuse a seagull. Definitely not going down there because it's steep. Of course that could end up being the way out. I think that's where I've seen the other bad bit of road. Anyway, I'm hoping Google's going to help me. Don't know if that could be seen, but that road that heads down towards the water then turns right and goes along and works its way back up to meet better roads. So I need to touch wood that that's not the road I've already tried, which it could be, but then it doesn't matter. It was bad going down, probably not nearly as bad coming back up. Oh, don't know about that logic. I tell you, it's hard to keep videoing with all this chaos going on. They are tractor wheels. Wish I could meet some local could tell me what way to get out. I wouldn't be too worried about getting over that coming downhill. It's not as bad, and this ground feels more solid. But this wasn't the road that I wanted it to be up there. The one that I wanted it to be was the bad one, the really bad one. So this is now heading down to the beach, and there is a road from the beach goes left. So I don't know. Still pretty high and I can see the water. If you want it to get steeper, there's another bit there, but again, if I stayed well over to the left there, it'd be alright. Even where I am back there, reversing back up wouldn't be easy because this road back there wasn't too good. But I could definitely make it down past all that. I think. See, this is just happened. You know that rain for 4 days there, solid, really heavy rain too. And the problem is, if I come down and get this far around one of these corners, and it's impossible. Complete unbeat, huh? And this is the third road, so I really don't think there's any other way. I'm in a trap. It's like being in a maze. I need a straight bit here so I can look right down. Yeah, that looks pretty good the rest of the way there. I need to go back now and look at the map and see if down there gets me out, or if there is any other way up this way. Oh, the stress. It's just to go down to where I was going to go in the first place, park up and worry about it tomorrow. But of course I won't worry about it tomorrow. I would worry about it all night long. This video could end badly. I've decided to try and reverse back up to that junction and see if there is any other way before I go down this way. Whew. And as I said, it's going to be hard getting up here because it was a bit dodgy coming down. Wasn't as bad as what I just showed you, but we'll see. Sun's setting, so I'm at this junction again, and in all of this, when you go off one of these roads, there's a wee narrow road that goes downhill, and I ignored it at the start. It just looked like a wee too much, but actually I walked a half a mile down it there, and it's tarred, and it seems to go down to a port and a restaurant. So that's it, that's where I'm going. It's tarred, so I can always reverse back up. I can't imagine it would tar it. Please, I hope I'm right, that it would then get bad. Nice sunset. That's the worst news ever. It's turned into a stupid lane that looks like it's hardly ever used. Google gets it wrong again. It's a dead end. Turn that wee corner down there, it just ends. So it looks like I'm going to have to take a run at the initial one. Starting to get dark. My choices are, if I turn right here, I'm going back to the one that I got stuck in, and it was uphill and a real mess. Or I go left, I'm heading down towards the wee harbour, with the one that I walked down, where it's not great, but it's downhill and it's not as bad. It has to be that one actually. Have to just head down towards the harbour. The restaurant, it can be got at from this one as well. So I think if I get down to where the restaurant is, surely there must be a better way out. Here we go. I'm not going to film it because I'll scud myself. See you either in the thick of it or on the other side.
A few moments later.
Don't know where I stand. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a road, but people have went along that, and I can't see a road over there going up a hill. It looks like an ordinary road. Hello. A dog with a very weak bark. So there's a road. But this is a very long 200 meters soft beach. There's been other vehicles along it, but the tracks, nothing as heavy as mine probably. I don't know what else I can do other than try. So I'm probably going to get stuck again. Now I'm feeling stressed. Well, I would rather be stuck in this here than up that wee lane, you know, because it was just, you've been blocking all any cars. The car did come once I got out. If I get stuck here, there's a few lights and all there. There must be somebody there. And did see tractor tracks earlier, so I'm convincing myself what I'm looking at here is tractor tracks. Oh, I don't know what to do, but I know I can't get back up the way I came. I'm starting to wish now I had took a second run. I could still probably have a go at doing a second run at the bad one, because I could see that I took a bad line. Ah, what am I going to do? It's 200 meters to freedom or disaster, or reverse back up the hill. Don't know what to do. I'm just going to have to put courage up, I think, and go for this, straight line it. That was a malarkey. Holly doesn't like me leaving her. So I survived. I have come quickly and found myself a nice quiet spot. No bad roads. First sandy beach. It's usually a pebbly beach. No more taking risks for roads. I've done it a few times. When I started to see that road was not in good condition, and you could tell it was to do with the rain that had happened over the previous few days, I should have just stopped. And you carry on, the next thing you're in trouble. And I felt like I was in a trap, because no matter what way I went, I couldn't escape the trap. So I'm going to leave it off there. I hope you didn't enjoy the video. Until next time, bye for now.